Hello, first of all, this video isn't sponsored by Squarespace. It's entirely sponsored by me, because that's the joys of reality of doing YouTube videos, really. This morning we are off in search of bluebells. It should be peak bluebell season. They should be at their maximum just before the leaves on the trees start to cover them over, and they'll probably be gone. Well, not gone, but they'll certainly be dying off in a week's time. So let's go and find them. Isn't this beautiful? Shame you can't smell it, really. It's absolutely stunning. Really glad I took my hay fever pills this morning. So the idea today is I'm going to use my 35mm f1.8 DXG lens and my Samyang 12mm f2. What I've managed to do is record 9 minutes of the inside of my pocket on my vlogging camera, so that'll be exciting to see. So we're set up with the Samyang 12mm f2. Got the tripod up high and we're in portrait orientation. Just taking a photo by accident. I am at, what am I at? Infinity and f11. I expect I'll get some lens flare in this shot. Right, I am going to do another shot. I've dropped it to f5.6. I'm probably really underexposing this photo, just because I'm going to see what that does to the sky, whether it absolutely blows it out or saves some of the highlights. So let's find out. Done some wide shots with a 12mm, so let's get the 35 on and see what we can do. That was a spooky thing. I saw a flash out of the corner of my eye riding past, and it turned out to be a chap with a YouTube channel called Keep Smiling Adventures. Basically what he does is massive bike packing trips around the UK, and then uploads them to YouTube. So I stopped and had a chat with him for probably 15 minutes. That was really cool. Go and watch your channel. It's called Keep Smiling Adventures. Really, if you want to see someone pushing on through horrific conditions, then that's the channel to watch. Right, let's get back to what we were doing. So we've got a composition here. Let's move back so you can see it on the screen. There it is. So I've got the 35mm f1.8 DX on there, and we've got it set at f4. Found this little subject here. I'm going to use this little brush to brush off some little cobwebby bits that you probably can't even see, but I can see in the photos, and they annoy me because they're making the scene a bit messy. There we go. Let's see what that comes out like. So why f4? The reason why I'm using f4 on a lens capable of 1.8 is because f1.8, it is soft, ghostly, no contrast. If you bump it up to 2.8, you get in there, but it's still not very sharp. By f4, you're it's super sharp, really contrasty and really nice. So I just find using like wide open lenses, or lenses that are really bright like an f1.8 or even lower, to be they're a bit pointless, really, because they don't sharpen up and get really good until you're way off 1.8, probably beginning to look reasonable at 2.8, and probably by f4. And as you'll see with f4, there's still enough lovely blurriness in the background to look good. I mean, 1.8 obliterates it completely, but the subject is not as good as it should be, so there's no point in using it. Arguably, the 35mm f1.8 at f4 isn't really any better than the 16-50 kit lens at 35mm, which you're probably going to be at maybe f4.2 or above, but it will still give you a really nice blurry background at that amount. I've just spotted something really unusual. Well, I think it's unusual. A white bluebell. I think we need a photo of this. Not something you see every day, obviously a bit weird, but let's take a shot because it is weird and interesting. I'm going to take a shot here without damaging these bluebells. Just been trying to stalk a bumblebee, that's not very easy at all. Time to pack away my kneeling pad and move to another shot. Once you start looking, you just see compositions absolutely everywhere. So let's try and find a few more. I think on average I probably, when I'm out, maybe take 30 or 40 pictures. If I get 2 or 3 that are worth showing out of that, I'll be really happy. And then out of those 2 or 3, if I get 12 really good portfolio worthy photos a year, I'd be ecstatic. And then out of that 12, there'd probably be maybe 1 or 2 that I would actually say that's the best I've done this year. That's the sort of ratio of I don't know what you'd call it, effort, time. And for every one absolute banger of photo, there's probably 50 or 100 really bad ones that you've deleted from your memory card.